Yo, what's up, everybody?
Yo, what's up?
It's your boy Blitz.
And I'm your boy Blitz&Blurr.
Okay, I want to show you his finish. I wouldn't show you his finish. Yo, what's up, Blur?
What's going on, baby boy?
How you doing, man?
Chillin' like a villain. Always
All right, welcome to another episode of GCE Play. Yo, right now we're playing through Outriders.
Yes.
And this is going to be our second review.
What? Part 2?
Yeah.
No, part 2.
Outriders. There you go. Outrider review. This is our second review for Outriders, and we're getting to the end of the first, to the mid-range level of the game, which leads you up to the forest, right?
Right.
All right. So we're giving you our we'll give you our feels on the game so far, and our how we feel about it. So one of the things we talked about in our first video, if you didn't see it, go check it out.
That's right.
We released that last week. So one of the things we talked about that we're going to reissue now is about the character.
Right.
So when we talk about character, we're talking about character development, as in does a character continue to grow?
Do you like the character?
Yeah, is he the same stoic person? Does a character continue to grow on you? Is he somebody you continue to care about? Right. All right. So
hold on. Before we do that, we never gave them what the 4 powers were or the 4 altered that you could become.
Oh, you guys want the 4 classes?
Yeah, we need to give them the 4 classes. We didn't do it in the first one.
How many fingers you held up just now?
I had a 4.
You had actually 4?
I had a 5 really. Before that.
He's like brother man from the 5th floor. All right, so let's talk about the classes, guys. Let's get those to you.
Right.
My bad. We should have gave that to you in the first video. Put that on me. All right. So one of my favorite, one of the classes is the Techno Man. Did he do it? So the first class we talked about is the Techno Master, which is one of my favorites, which I've been grinding with because that's my boy. So the Techno Master is your support, is your long range support with gadgets.
That's right.
So Techno Master has a rocket launcher, which creates a rocket volley that shoots in a straight line.
That's right.
You can actually boost that to shoot longer and cause more damage.
Mm-hmm.
You can cause freeze. You can do all kinds of different things with that. He also has a turret. So this is pretty much just like it sounds. He puts down a turret. The turret has freeze shots, which can freeze players.
That's right.
And also do regular damage. And he also has the hand grenade. So these are the 3 basic first ones you start off with. Of course, you got more that comes on, but you know that depends on your play style. But you also had a grenade, which simply launches on the ground, and with enemy gets near it, it goes off.
That's right.
And can have different effects. You can actually boost effects of that too. So that's my favorite, coming off of playing the Division with the turrets and stuff like that. Yo, it hit home for me when I got in there and saw the turret and the rocket launchers and stuff. It just fell right into place. Everything just settled down. All right, so the other one we got, which is your boy, let's talk about the Pyromancer. So the Pyromancer is going to be your medium range.
That's not my boy.
Pyromancer's not your guy? Oh, that's right. But you play the Pyromancer more than me.
I do.
So we're going to talk about the Pyromancer, which is the medium range conqueror that deals in fire.
He's a firebender.
Hot. He makes it hot on the battlefield.
I mean, so hot that, woo, you turn to ash.
Literally.
Yeah, literally.
That's one of the things in there is the ash. The bullets turn you to ash. So when we get, you got it?
You got it.
Okay, all right. So the Pyromancer is your medium range guy that deals in fire. So he can shoot a fire geyser towards you. And
he's like Zuko to the nth degree.
Yeah. So he shoots fire, and he's a medium range, so he can comes in that because he does his moves that hits the ground won't go as far as a Techno Master and things of that nature. So you got to get a little bit.
You
closer.
can extend it with mods, but normally it's a medium range ability. Most of his ranges are medium range ability.
He busts you with that heat wave.
Yes, he does.
All right, so next one we're going to go to is the Trickster. So the Trickster is your
rogue,
close range hit and run.
Rogue.
And he deals in space time. Your rogue?
I think it's a rogue. The Trickster
is like a rogue build. You're right. You're right. I agree with that. So the Trickster is get in, get out. So he can get in freeze time, hold you right there, let everybody else whoop up on you a little bit while he duck out, freeze another. You know, it works in progression. When you're using 3 classes, I mean, these guys are devastating. Speaking of devastating, let's talk about the 4th class, which is your boy, the Devastator.
It's the Earthbender.
The Earthbender. I like how you putting all that together, man. All right,
it's Toph. That's Toph on steroids.
Wow, shout out to Avatar.
That's right.
All right, so we got your Devastator is your close range tank, stand your ground. Devastator doesn't run.
No.
Devastator has this move which is pull up and drop, like a fountain drop.
It's like a meteor, but like it turns everything to mush when he hit the ground.
But see, when he's a close quarter fighter that stands his ground and draws attention to him and can take a lot of damage with his armor, but he can get out of tight spaces
Yeah.
with that move.
Yes, he can.
That he can jump up, and you can actually pick somebody that's not near you
Yep.
and land on them and destroy them and everything like that. And it reminds me of the teleport of the Trickster. The Trickster can go further
Right.
than I think the Devastator can. But the Trickster, when the Trickster does teleport, he just teleports behind you. When a Devastator comes down, he lives up to his name, Devastator.
He comes down. I am Devastator. Transform.
Yo, make sure you guys leave in the comments what's your favorite class so far. Now, I jumped between the Devastator and the Trickster. I mean, not the Trickster, Devastator and Techno Master.
I like the Trickster, but right now I'm playing the Devastator and the Pyromancer. They say the Pyromancer is a late bloomer, so they say and getting to the end game.
Yeah, his end powers.
The powers really ramp up. I want to see how that's going to go.
I unlocked a whole bunch of powers for my my Techno Master, but I find myself hubbing around those main 3 ones you get.
Yeah.
The grenade, the turret, and the rocket launcher.
And I mean, and with the abilities and everything you can do to your character, you can make your character a beast. Literally, some of the mods are crazy. But
so while you're talking there, let's just flow right into character.
That's right.
So one of the things about your character is not just your character itself, but when you're playing that character with the development of the skills and the gameplay and the mods and everything like that, you can really invest a lot of time into one particular character.
Yes, you
I
can.
like that about the game. And of course, you can customize a character to your play style. Meaning, like I said, I opened a bunch of stuff in my Techno Master, but I found that the first 3 tiers, the grenade, the turret, and the rocket launcher, work better for my play style.
For my playstyle thing, with the Devastator, there is a farm method that it allows you to farm, or the farm method, where it allows you, one thing the Devastator can do, he can hold bullets in the air.
Yeah.
And it'll come after him, then he can send it back to the people.
He can throw his hands up in the air. The whole bullets like it just don't care.
What? So anyway, so you can hold that up and he can throw it back at you, and then you could put mods on that will allow you to add bleed effects or give them kind of status effects when you hit them with it. So the Devastator has one. So what I did one day, I went into a boss fight, like I said previously. I was built for farming,
yeah.
But I wasn't built for one-on-one combat of the monster I was facing.
So for still staying in characters, as far as boss fights, I think the Technomancer is one of the most effective in the boss fight, because I can drop a turret on that side of the board,
Yep.
and then come to the other side of the board and hit you from another angle completely. Yeah. And while I'm running for my life,
you're still getting
I can run and gun. My turrets can set it up, and my rocket launcher can sit there in one pivotal point and drop a crap ton of damage points on somebody.
I think the way you build your character out is massively is the bonus. It's massively good.
It's very universal,
because you can just take mods out of one weapon, put in another weapon that would energize or synergize with your abilities.
Yes.
You can take mods out of your clothing, and you can you can have an ash build. Basically, an ash build where when you shoot people, they just turn to ash and just stand still. So can you imagine you putting mods in there where you can where it'll last longer?
Ash build?
Yeah.
You mean like your knees and elbows?
Shut up.
Put some lotion on it?
No, not that.
Is that lotion mod?
No, not lotion mod. Nah. But anyway, so you can basically, I'm not gonna say it's infinite, but you could trick out your tune the way you want to play.
Trick out. That's an excellent way of putting it.
You could trick out your
and
tune.
And by tune, he means build or class.
Class. Your
talking about classic
character.
MMO guy right
your
there.
character, your tune, whatever you could clear out. But let's go into how the tune.
Deep into character.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
We stop saying tune. You're going to confuse
your character.
Real gamers know what he's talking about.
Hold on. Sorry. How is your character developing, sir?
Well, in my character development. So we're getting into that character class wise. Let's get into the actual character of the game itself.
Right.
Meaning the actual character that you're playing, the personality. So
right.
Personality wise, it did grow a little bit for me. Once he came into his powers, he started to be like, okay, well, I'm gonna take care of this, or won't be an issue. He's really coming into his own. Once again, I wish there was somebody to teach him how to use his powers instead of him just picking it up like that.
Right.
But I don't know. That's neither here nor there. But so far, I feel like his character is slightly growing. It's not no big leap from the beginning of the game, but I feel like he's taking more ownership of his abilities.
To me, I hate to say this, and I know people can find it an awesome job. I do like the game. No matter how much I rant and rage about certain things, I think on the character part was a lazy writing. And this is what I mean. When I look at classic characters that everybody fall in love with, like Cloud,
Yeah.
Tifa,
Yeah.
which is a secondary character,
Barrett.
When you look at those, you can see they was well written. This character is not well written. It's like he is a bucket of tropes. I'll do it. I'll do this. He just, like I said, the other characters in the Final Fantasy game are well written. This character's not well written.
Same little trophy. He was about to show me the good stuff.
Yeah, come on, man. Or I thought about that the whole way I was coming up here. So
he's like, you didn't let me finish my line.
Right. So for me, it's more so that I think they could have did better in writing the character. Even this, I said this in the last one. I think the female Outrider should have had done stuff slightly different than the male Outrider.
So it made the replays feel different when you change the gender of your character.
Because right now it's robotic. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that it's not fun, it's not interesting, but after you heard the third or fourth trope, you're like.
So what you're saying is, what I think you're saying, correct me if I'm wrong, it's a good character, but they're doing some writing and some lazy tropes.
Yeah.
To kind of make them sound more interesting, little jokes type things.
Because
I don't think it's a horrible, I've seen much worse, but I get what you're saying.
But if you look at some of the old Resident Evil, like the very first Resident Evil, you are the master of lock picking. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Of course, Leon Kennedy is an excellent character, and Jill Valentine's an excellent character, and Wes and all them guys.
Yeah, but
they're good characters, but they gave him some little corny one.
Yeah, the writing was not.
Which was a very '90s feel to it.
And this is what I'm talking about.
It worked for them.
Yeah, but right now this has a very '90s feel to it, and so
I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad.
Sometimes it's funny and some of the stuff and then the character. Why does everybody have to drop the F-bomb so many times? They cuss for just no reason.
Yeah.
Come on, even in real life, no one cusses that much.
Yeah, they drop quite a few. Yeah, they do. And
there's an F-bomb here. You get an F-bomb. You want one? Here goes the F-bomb for you.
Yeah. They dropped quite a bit. It was a lot of areas where they didn't have to put it in there, but I guess to make the characters more realistic and seem like more of a real conversation, they kind of put that in there. I can't say I 100% agree with it, but in their mindset when they're writing these dialogues, they're trying to get into the mindset of somebody that's in that situation, and to them it may seem like, okay, well this is what curse word would go. This is a flim flam flum profanity type situation, and that could have been his personality and where he was. But like every major conversation has it in it.
They just don't. I think the character would have grown better if they would have let some of the side characters survive long enough for him to grow. Because
I'm just waiting for Jacob to die.
Yeah,
any second now.
His leader, the guy who picked him, I think was a good mentor.
The cowboy in the very beginning.
Even let's talk about Seth. Seth, if you introduce Seth put you on the wall, put you on a tree like this. You like, and then he dies.
I don't think Seth is dead.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
I think he's
the people that they have just a little bit of, character to help your character grow. It's just they kill everybody. The girl with the sniper.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah, so the doctor, his character, he just you don't have to kill him. Why not? We're in a war, dude. Did you just see what happened?
I can save you, young man. If you tell us where the stuff is in the truck, then I'll promise I'll save you. And he was like, well, the truck's down in there. She's like, all right, now move out of the way so I can shoot him. He's like, no, you can't do that.
So my whole thing is, I think as far as the character, I'm not mad about it, but I think it's just really... It's like a bucket of tropes. It's like a...
It's not horrible, but you feel like they could have done better.
They could have done better. I think because having an interesting story, having an interesting character help you carry... Even through the boring part, because normally when you get into the middle of the game, it's boring. It gets to the boring part.
Because all the newness of it in the beginning, the first act and stuff like that, with
it wears
powers and stuff. Now that you established you got powers, Now it's going to how can I use these powers to push me through the rest of the game, which leads me right into our second point of the review is the story.
So go ahead. No. You
want to start off?
No, you start.
Okay.
I'm about to say you can start this one off because I've done all the yelling I can do.
Why, thank you.
I'm losing my voice.
Anyway, so let's get into the story. So in the first part, we covered the story up until the point where you fight the first boss, which is the crab, and then we kind of
Is that a crab or a spider?
Spider. It's a fire spider.
I thought you were. I was saying, because I was about to say, is it a crab? It looked like it could be either way.
No, it was a fire spider / caterpillar /
Where did it get the butt from?
lava butt. I don't know. By the way, just a little side note: fire spider or lava spider is an excellent name for a rock group.
Yes, but I'm gonna tell you what it looked like to me when it came out of the ground. It looked like a face hugger. I think it was modeling it after a face hugger. It looked like an alien face hugger.
Could have been. Would have been real sucky is that thing that came out. What if it was an arm or something way bigger?
Oh, that would have been
He was
better.
coming out going, and then when you took it out, he would have came out, hey, what you doing?
Give me my finger back.
Yeah, you took my hand puppet.
Go ahead with the story, bro.
It was just weird. It was, you know, a spider crawled into the lava and came out with a huge butt. I don't know.
Anyway, go ahead, man, with the story.
Lava butt. Call him lava butt. That's what I call him after Mexican. Lava butt. Anyway, so let's dig into there a
I
little.
think it is good too, brother.
Let's dig in there a little further. So
Let's dig into the story.
yeah, so story-wise, prologue was good. Prologue, which is pretty much your demo part of it.
Right.
And then the first act is once you leave with Jacob, then go start going to other cities and things of that nature. Then you get to that big boss fight with the lava butt, fire spider / lava butt, magma mother. So once you get past that and get into the other parts of the story, so you're trying to find a signal. All right, you got it written on your hand. You're trying to find the signal.
Spoilers. If you don't know, spoilers.
Yeah, so story-wise, I think it's good. Storytelling seems to be going at a good pace right now for me. That could change in the midpoint once you get deeper into the forest and before you make it through the forest to the next part. It could drop off. It possibly could. But up until now, when we first started the first part of the forest, when you fight the boss right before
What's
the
his name?
forest.
Chrysalis?
It's the crystalloid.
Yeah, Crystalloid.
And it's a huge monster.
Oh, yes.
Which also had a weird caterpillar butt to it.
Yeah, everything here got butts.
Everything got caterpillar butts.
Yeah, it does.
It wasn't dipped in lava though.
No.
Anyway, but it was an excellent boss fight. It's a huge boss.
Right.
It looks like some kind of doped up Rancor from Star Wars who had steroids.
With a caterpillar butt.
Yeah. This joint was a straight Jaeger.
Yeah.
It was huge.
It was.
It was a good fight. It was interesting. It had multiple attacks. It was 2-tiered, like the spider was. I like the fact that they do that with the boss fights. So when you get into your multiplayer mode or crossplay mode, whenever that works, then it's going to be real interesting to see how you can get some damage done to these things. Because you're gonna be running around trying to heal your brother.
Yeah.
Because if the bullet absorption of this thing is going to probably jump when you do multiplayer or cross.
Oh yeah. He's gonna become a bullet sponge.
Yeah,
a sponge of bullets.
Then it's gonna have those little butterfly thing, fire moths, mini mothras. They're gonna come out, and the purpose of those is to give you ammo and stuff like that.
Well, no, there's an ammo crate behind you.
Oh, there's ammo. Yeah, you're right. There's an ammo crate, so they're gonna serve the purpose of helping you get more stuff to
or
refuel.
Energy, or using them because you
health or something. Yeah. Because it's going to be pretty. I can't wait to do that whenever we crossplay.
Hold on, let's get back to this to this point. What did you think about they made Moloch the story? This is in the story.
Oh yeah, Moloch. Yeah,
they made this dude Moloch like a very beastly dude. You fight him. How did that part of the story go for you?
He's technically the next boss fight. So when I'm referring to boss fight, I'm talking about like the big world bosses, like the Jaegers. I'm gonna call them Jaegers.
Yeah, Jaegers.
Real gamers out there don't talk about. So, but the actual second person boss fight, this is after Electric Dude in the tower. Then you get Moloch,
right,
which is a beast. His fight was good. Now, Story wise, now this kind of touches character a little bit because it's not your character, but it's the characters relating to the story itself.
Right.
So one of the things that Moloch is a very interesting character because if you do the side mission when you go to try to find the professor, the doctor, or whatever,
right.
and come to find out you hear the videotape, the replay of what happened, and find out that one of the experiments, went haywire and took another experiment and went cuckoo. So that girl that was talking, I think, is that the girl on his back?
Again, spoiler. Spoiler. I think it's the girl in the back.
Yeah.
It's called the professor. You're trying to find a professor to find out more about the anomaly powers.
Yeah, but he got fried.
Yeah, he got fried.
He was crispy. He was jerk chicken. He was fried.
Yeah, fried side laid to the side.
He was KFC up in that mug.
Yes, he was.
So that girl, I think that's the girl or the other person.
Right.
I believe it's a girl on his back that's enhancing his powers, likened unto
a symbiote.
No, I don't want to be super nerdy on this, but likened unto My Hero Academia.
Oh yeah. Get out of here, brother. Get out of here, man. What are you talking
Well,
about?
the little girl with the horn quirk was to get Geku's power enhanced.
Right.
But she kept returning back time, which he was able to use All Might's All for One. I'm nerding it a little bit. I'm sorry.
In other words, the thing on his back is like a symbiote to him.
That's like my favorite anime.
Like
My Hero Academia.
Just like Carnage to the guy who's on top, who's in Carnage.
Yeah, I wouldn't say a symbiote because she wasn't living off of him. He was kind of feeding off of her. It was like a tandem thing.
Yeah.
That's why I said Geku. And
I got you. So what do you think? I mean, as far as I think, when you get up to that part of the story, you're like, okay, this is Moloch. Okay, the fight was okay.
Yeah, you finally got the Moloch.
But the story to me, it didn't go nowhere.
Well,
you get what I'm saying?
I think when they set it up, which they could have done a little bit better, Moloch is not done.
No, I know he's not
because
done.
when the ground collapsed, he kind of like disappeared, and then it kind of threw you into the next part of the thing. Which
no, they didn't get no loot for that either. I'm kind of mad. You did all that fight, you get no loot. You get no loot. When I mean no loot for that fight.
I don't know how he beat Seth. That's why I don't think Seth is dead. There's no way that dude could have beat Seth. I don't know.
Because we're not as good as Seth. And see, that's the problem.
Technically, you didn't beat him because remember when the CGI took over, he was still hitting you with powers, and then he did the explosion.
Right.
But technically, you didn't actually put him down.
Well, you pissed him off.
Yeah, pretty much. I think he could have.
Either you pissed him off or you peed on him. One of the two pissed him off.
Yeah, he peed in his cornflakes.
And he got mad.
Story-wise, though, I do feel like leading up to that point where you actually get to fight him,
right,
and the gameplay of it, and the inevitable meeting. Now, this is after you fight across the battlefield, which you agreed to do.
Yeah.
Once you're in the city, and you got to jump through some hoops. And that guy, who was the head of that city, the general, Grand General, whatever. His character was really interesting.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like everybody in the field is like on drugs, because you remember. Well, did you do the quest where you have to talk to the guy who's in this little, I forgot what the name of the town was, but you go in there and he's like this, like he's snorting stuff, and you ask him, why what's wrong with you?
That was in the lumberyard.
Yeah, he said, well, I'm doing this to forget how hungry we are. So it's like everybody on that whole thing is like on drugs.
He's like, how you gonna be a general in the military using drugs? He said, you get in trouble if you don't use drugs.
Right. Yep. Because you don't remember how in other words, the drugs is given to them to forget about their hunger. This is how bad the planet, everything is going.
Push them because they got soldiers and can't even feed them.
Right. So.
And then you go to the next town where you meet that general who has his assistant that ends up going with your lady with the short hair.
Yeah.
I can't think of her name right now. And then you get your soothsayer.
Yeah.
Or whatever, who seems like a pretty
all
cool
the tropes.
Jacob's daughter.
Kind of daughter and there's always your daughter hates you or something. I'm like, tropey.
Yeah, it's some stuff behind there, but it is. But they use it to compel the story, and who knows when the script for this was actually truly written?
Right,
it could have been written a long time ago.
But they need I think they need to make edits, because the same thing I said about the character story is what I do believe in the actual story, is that the story isn't well paced to me. They do things just to slam bash you into another section of the game.
Yeah, it kind of do stuff just to push the story.
Right, it's just like every time you go somewhere, this is serious. Every time you go somewhere, it's never like get there like, okay, we made it, okay? Every time you go somewhere, I don't care. Every time you get to something bad happens. Nobody's luck is that terrible.
Now, I disagree.
Man. Okay, go ahead.
Drake from Uncharted has to be the most luckiest, unlucky person in the entire franchise.
Even in his story, there was time where he'll get there like, then things will kick off.
Yeah.
I mean,
but things happen to force you.
Dude, as soon as you you get all the stuff together, the rebreathers, you seal up the things, you get through the jungle, and then a big monster. Now hold on, out of all the things in the forest, a big monster comes after you. Some things I think they're forcing boss fights. It could have been you got to the village, did what you get, then that animal is something that they've been dealing with, that they need you to help kill that animal.
Now
you get what I'm saying?
Now I can't confirm this, but maybe there were other things in the game that had to take out.
That's true.
To get the game out. Maybe they had to. Maybe there's some a director's cut of this where there's some things they had to take out for time and space and the continuity of the game itself. So they probably had to cut some stuff out to make the game.
Don't get me wrong. I like the character. I'm not saying he's boring, tropey, but not boring. I'm not disliking the story. I think it's just rushed. I think it's not really well paced. I think it could be written a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of the cut scenes, I like them. They tell the story, but I think they need to be a little longer because I want to know what Moloch came from. Even though you understand where he came, it's like they throw characters at you. You don't know where Seth come from. You don't know what happened to Seth. All you know is he's an altar.
True.
It's like they introduce all these people, and they can, even if there's a little exposition of what happened or what went down, because you really don't. They can tell you everything went to crap, but you really don't know.
The main campaign in the game is about 15 hours.
Maybe if that long.
All right, so the main campaign is 50. Yeah, they probably definitely had to cut some stuff out,
right?
Because their big selling point of that is going to be the multiplayer and the cross console.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. You make looking for the signal, looking for the anomaly, trying to figure out the anomaly. I think is a very good concept. It's a very good thing. It's not like it's never been done.
Yeah.
It's a search mission. We got to get here to be able to do this
and do this. Across. And
right.
In order to do that, you got to do this.
Right.
Then once you do that, you got to do this.
So the storyline, the story itself is interesting, but I think what it is, they're just rushing. You don't have to rush to get to the next part.
Okay. So you're happy with the story. It's just the pacing of it.
The pacing of it and just the writing of it a little bit. The writing of it is a little lazy.
Okay. So overall, we're still very happy with the game.
Right.
Character development is good. You do want to know more about the character. You're interested to see who else he's going to meet and then how they're going to help him on with the main mission. I'm pretty sure they're all going to die.
Yeah, everybody.
But I'm pretty sure.
Look, don't marry nobody in the game because you're going to be a widow.
Don't get too attached. Don't make no plans for the weekend.
I'm looking forward to finding out what the anomaly is about. I'm looking to find out what's on the other side of the forest. Okay. Those are things I'm looking to find out, even though I might have these gripes. I haven't stopped playing the game.
Yeah, and once you get to the forest, you're going to find out, spoiler alert, there are natives of the actual planet.
Yes.
So that's what I'm real interested in to find out what's going on there. Now that falls into the story and kind of character. I hope I can interact with that character a little more or get to see other natives. Maybe one can even join my party. I'm thinking about Mass Effect right now. Mm-hmm. They probably won't join my party. I don't know.
Well, we'll see. Again, I think everything that we talked about, the pros and cons, I think they're, we're just not.
I think we're still doing good.
Yeah, we're doing good. So the magic question.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Do you?
Yes, I sleep naked.
Magic question.
Oh.
Do you still want to play the game to the end?
I do. Between the character and the story, I do feel like I want to go further, especially now that I'm entering the forest and find out there are natives. So it throws a whole new perspective to this entire situation.
Right.
When you find out there were people living on the planet already.
Right. For me, I do. I think the biggest aspect for me is finding out where the anomaly came from.
Okay.
Signal.
So the natives may play a big part in it. They may have started the anomaly to get rid of other people.
Maybe. I haven't gotten there yet, so maybe. But again, we've just gotten to the middle part, and we're going to finish this out. So right now, if you had to give a grade from beginning to now, at the midpoint that you're
story, character-wise, I still
gameplay, everything.
I would still say it's a B. I say B because there are some pacing issues and there are some slight misses. Could be I don't say B plus yet. I think it's a higher B, but not quite B plus. There are still some character developments I wish they would do.
Right.
More, I want to know more about some of these characters, like that sniper. Who was she?
Right.
Give me a quick look. Like, he should have a conversation with her to get some backstory. She just jumped in the truck, went to the site, and like, hey, I'm gonna go get the rooftops and cover you.
Boom.
Okay. Deuces. Next time I see you, you're gonna be like, hello everybody. I can't talk right now because I got shot. I'm not making fun of people to do that. Anyway, I still give it a B. I give it a B. Strong B.
For me,
strong B.
I give it a strong C.
You see?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because that crossplay was a big thing I wanted to do.
Yeah, I mean, we're just talking about character and story. Character and story, how would you
B minus.
B minus?
B minus.
Okay.
If you're adding crossplay, if you're adding everything else.
Yeah, not including crossplay and multiplayer.
Well,
just
B
story.
The only reason why I say B minus because I think they rushed through a couple of plots. I think that some of the things wasn't ironed out. I think they left big holes in it where you're asking questions to fill in the holes. I think. And
maybe they'll fill in those holes later on in the game, but we're just judging up into the beginning portion of the force.
You're right, because there might be like big corks they're gonna plug in the holes as you go along.
Hopefully, it's no more files, because I keep finding these freaking files, these journals.
Hold on. Do me a favor.
He goes,
people,
something to read.
Yeah, people can fly. Please put audio on these files. I am not going to read them.
My character's like, oh, a journal. No, he's like, oh, something to read.
Yeah, please. I mean, even if it's just a 2-second, hey, we did this and this and that. Some of them letters could be to secret treasures.
I read some of them. I did read some of them. But
are they interesting to read?
It just kind of tells you about that person, like you just met,
okay,
and things of that nature, or that particular situation that took place right there.
So, it's not interesting. I got you.
It adds to the canon of the game, but
So right now, since we're in the mid part of the game, the story is propelling. The character is
only in the middle.
Is decent. So hopefully, we will get the last part of this review out.
Yay.
To sum it all up.
Yay.
So do us a favor. We have to do the channel business now.
Yeah, we gotta do some maintenance.
Do me a favor. Give us the HBO special. What does that mean, brother?
Help a brother out.
Help us out by liking, subscribing, and commenting down what part of the game you like. What do you think about the game so far? How did you beat the game? Yeah. What do you think about it?
Who's your favorite class?
Who's your favorite class? We are in the comment section doing our thing.
How do you really feel about the crossplay
debacle?
How do you really feel? Is it not a big deal for you? Multiplayer works, crossplay doesn't, but
So again, this is your boy
Oh, I can go now?
Yeah,
can I go?
You can go.
You mind if I do my
okay, go ahead.
My signature thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I go ahead and do it now?
Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, you can do it.
This is your boy Blitz.
And this is your boy Blur.
You already said it.
Oh.
Why you gotta do it twice? You get to do it twice.
I don't know.
Just greedy, man. You greedy.
This is your boy Blur.
Why you doing it again?
I'm trying to get in the right direction.
All right, do it again.
This is your boy Blur.
What's up, y'all? Oh, my bad. All right, do it again.
This is your boy Blur. Come on, man, so we can get out of here.
It's your boy Blitz.
And we will GC what?
You later.
GEC you later.